Hello everybody and welcome back to Teachers Talk Money, where I help teachers master their money in order to give back to themselves. Today we are talking about a checklist for your summer money, all of the things that you can do over the summer to make sure that you have your finances in order as you are decompressing from the previous school year. Summer is such an amazing time and opportunity for teachers to rest, to maybe have a little mini retirement, to work another job or pursue another passion, and I absolutely love it. And one of the ways that we can use summer to our advantage is taking care of those life admin things that are really cumbersome to take care of when you're in the throes of the school year. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Number one thing you're going to do to refresh your money life this summer is get on the budgeting horse, or get back on the budgeting horse if you have fallen off. Now, super budgeting teachers out there who maintained it through the school year, I applaud you. But for the rest of you, it's very understandable that during the school year, a lot of times the budgets go by the wayside. Or maybe you've wanted to start a budget for a long time, but you said you'd wait till summer because it is much easier to have time in the summer to do these things. I'm not going into the details of how to make a budget in today's video, but I'll link a video down below that can take you through each and every step. And if you're not new, just open up that budget, hit the refresh button, and start again. No shame for falling off the horse. We all do it sometimes. Number two, and this is incredibly important for any teacher, is to check and adjust your 403B or 457 contributions. Now, you may have never even signed up for any 403B or 457 contributions, or you may have enrolled at the beginning of your career or been automatically enrolled by your district and just sort of set it to rest there, or maybe you do update your contributions every year. Regardless, you want to make sure that those are completely up to date. So you want to know exactly what percentage of your paycheck is going into one of or both of those employer-sponsored retirement plans, and figure out if you can afford to invest any more. One really good way to look at this is to see if you are getting a raise this year, and then you can determine how much of that raise you can afford to invest. So for instance, if you are getting a $3,000 raise this year and your expenses aren't really changing from this year to last, maybe you can invest an extra $1,000 or $1,500 to your 457 or 403B. Just investing half of your raises can make such a big difference in your financial life in the long run. So even if you're currently investing $0, if you just start investing based on your raises, that can take you pretty far. The next thing you're going to do is calculate your net worth. I know I talk about this all the time, and you can see me calculating my net worth in any one of my net worth update videos that go up at the end of each and every month. But as I always say, your net worth is a very comprehensive view of the progress that you are making with your money. Because I don't have a specific video on how to calculate your net worth, I'll go through the steps today. Essentially, you just add up every asset that you have. That's your savings accounts, investment accounts, equity that you have in your home. If you own a car that is worth something, that would be considered an asset. And then you subtract any debts that you have. And whatever number you get out of that is your current net worth. Do not be discouraged if it is lower than you would like, or even if it is negative. When I graduated college and started my career as a teacher, I had a net worth of negative $9,000 because I did not have almost any assets and I had a lot of debt. It's just important to know that knowledge is power, and understanding that where you are is the first step in making a plan to get where you want to be. And the summer is such a wonderful time to do that. If you only check your net worth once a year in the summer and otherwise have a pretty steady financial plan, you're in a good spot. I like to check mine every month to see the progress, but you definitely don't need to be doing that if you're otherwise controlling your finances through budgeting and making sure you're saving and investing. I think that doing so once a year with all of those other things in place is perfectly fine. The next step you're going to take is that you're going to make a game plan to climb the salary scale. Getting your life together when it comes to budgeting, when it comes to automating those investments from your employer-sponsored plans, when it comes to calculating your net worth, that is all amazing, and I really do think that that's really the first step for most people in getting control of their finances. However, earning more is so important and sometimes underemphasized when it comes to people talking about money management. And when it comes to earning more, a lot of people will focus on short-term things like getting a job over the summer, working a side hustle during the school year. But with the salary scale, you can build in those earnings in your regular day job and just get paid more for the work that you are already doing. So figure out exactly how many credits you need to get to the next level and make a plan to do that during the summer and over the next year. And if you do that every summer, chances are you'll be at the highest possible lane for you on that salary scale in the next couple of years. It's not always obviously doable to kind of get to that level super quickly. However, I think if you ask the right questions, it's more doable than you probably think. For example, I'm on track to be at the top of the salary scale by the end of my 5th year teaching, and plenty of other people have done it far quicker than that before me. So don't delay, get all the information you need, email one of the financial people from your district, figure out exactly what you need to do, how much classes will cost, and start taking steps to make it happen, because that is going to change your financial future forever. The final step I want to talk about is deciding what boundaries you want to set in the new school year. I am going to link a video below where I talk about all of the boundaries I think teachers should set. This doesn't seem financially related, but essentially in any work environment, you are trading your time for money. And while we don't like to think of that way in teaching, because it is not just our career, it is also our passion for most teachers, we are still making those trade-offs each and every day. So what boundaries are you going to set to make sure that you are working as much as possible within your contracted duty day hours? For me, not having any email notifications from work come to my phone is a big one, because then I know that I am not checking my email outside of work unless I intentionally decide to do so and open up that Outlook app. Maybe it's leaving at a specific time every day, or locking your door and closing the blinds during lunch so that you can work through lunch and get more work done. There are examples and examples and examples of boundaries that you can set, but it is so important to set some so that you know that you are working as much as possible within your duty day and not providing free unpaid labor. I hope these tips were helpful for everybody. Please, if you have any extra tips on what teachers can do to take control of their money in the summer, comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!